I'm ready. Autonomous insurance. Autonomous vehicles are kind of coming around. They are going to be a new reality, but there seems to be a problem. After they've gone kind of become more commercialized, the media has brought attention to the fact that sometimes an autonomous vehicle could crash into a pedestrian, and that could lead to a fatal crash. But the question is, if a robot crashes into a pedestrian and causes damage, who is there to blame? So this problem has multiple stakeholders. So there's the driver, there's the passenger, there's the vehicle, there's the insurance company, there's the manufacturer. So if in the case that crash happens, each one of those kind of has an interest in who is the party to blame, because there's going to be some claims and third-party liabilities involved. So the thing I was thinking about was, what if you had this thing that plugs into the autonomous vehicle's controller that kind of tracked all the events on the blockchain? And so this will give us a trackable history of what happened in the vehicle. Obviously, you could ask why it could not be a centralized solution such as the insurance company or the manufacturer that kind of handles this events tracking. And obviously, the obvious answer is each one of those has a kind of interest in this information, and so why would you trust that party? So it seems like a blockchain-based solution hands well here. So this is the website of Comma.ai, which is a dash cam autonomous vehicle controller. It has a device that plugs onto your car's window, and it controls your vehicle with an interface to the car. So I kind of tried to replicate this idea with my own £2 car with a controller, and instead of the controller, I wanted to use a HackRF, which would simulate the events to the car. Okay. First thing, I wanted to find the frequency of the car, and that kind of gave me the hint. It's 30 megahertz. I then tried to listen for the controller's signals. So the controller has 4 buttons, so I tried each one, and I managed to get like the wavelength of all 4. They all have like a synchronization long pattern of 4 waves, and then a sequence of short ones, which would be our signal of varying length. I tried to threshold to kind of get the exact time period of this wave in radio, and with some calculations, I found that there's 3 ones for the longer pattern, which is because it's 3 times larger than the distance in between the ups and the shorter sequence. So kind of coded that into the vector source, and finally, okay, so I got to get the car to move. That's not right. I actually want to show it live if it ends up working. So if I pause this, please. So I'll try this. Just supposed to be sending. That's waiting for it to load. So there's a few problems. It's supposed to be a continuous motion, but I think there's a problem with the phase. So it kind of, it does not, it has to stop in between. Yeah. So the thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to hook this up with a smart contract, which I lost because my computer shut down. But actually, I can show you the smart contract. Remix. Actually, I can install. So the basic idea was I wanted to kind of send events to the car and then at the same time monitor the movements. So I wrote this simple contract called Journey, which kind of had tracked the timestamp and the owner, and also the movements. So it tracked kind of forward, break. And so you could then, in the case of the fatal accident, you can then track what happened exactly, and that could be used in the forensics event. Fortunately, you can link them together during the hack. And finally, just to conclude, we talked about autonomous vehicles, but also there's another application. Well, another thing I was thinking about is also the idea of the gig economy and Uber gaining popularity, and will continue to gain popularity. And this causes to other kinds of abuse, like sexual assault in the vehicles. And to extend this project, I would like to actually, I wanted to kind of have a voice stream off from within the vehicle to be recorded and kind of hashed on IPFS for every journey, and then we can store the hash on this on the chain, which kind of proves a similar concept. And obviously, one problem with all of this is the whole GDPR privacy of the users. So one possible solution could be used to encrypt the information before storing it on the blockchain with a shared key thing, so that the insurance and the user can be the only two parties who can decrypt this data. And Diffie-Hellman is a one possible solution for that. And that was it. Thank you.